Hello, this is Father Lou Scurti and a crowded desk. First of all, I'm here at the North Jersey Municipal Building interviewing Mayor Randy George. Randy, thank you for having
Father
us.
Lou?
And while we're here, Santa Ana, my little puppy, decided to sit on my lap, so she's here as part of the interview. You don't mind, yeah?
No.
Randy, you've been mayor for how long?
17 years, Father.
Okay. I thought, this is not necessarily a show on God and the Word of God, but you are, I think, according to Thomas Jefferson, all authority belongs to the people, but you are representative of the people of North Haledon. So I thought, that's a word. How about sharing some of your insights as to what being a mayor is all about?
I'd be happy to, Father. What being a mayor is all about is doing your best to improve the quality of life for the residents that live here. And that's a day to day chore. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of issues, even in a small town, where people need help. And so often government can't help themselves, let alone anyone else.
Mm.
But in North Haledon, we make it our business because I'm surrounded with excellent staff, wonderful police officers, firemen, EMT, our library, and they all go under the same philosophy. Help.
Right, right.
Try to
That's
help
great.
make someone's life a little better.
Is there a motto for North Haledon? That
It's called the friendly community.
great.
I'd like to think that we earn it every day. And I think after 17 years, I've really come to terms with trying to help people as should be my goal in life.
And it's funny because you can't walk around North Haledon without somebody saying, "Oh, I know Randy. Oh, I know Randy." I mean, I guess after 17 years, you know them all. Even Bill, our videographer, has known you for 40 years. So, were you born and raised in this town?
No, I was raised in Hawthorne with my wife. And when we got married, of course, like all people, we were looking for a house, and my wife drew a circle around her
Oh,
family's
that's
house
great.
and
That's
said she wouldn't go more than 10 minutes in either direction. And we've ended up in North Haledon, which I've been happy the whole 30 some odd years I lived here.
That's great. And it's funny because I have many guests on our Friends of the Word show, and only those who are either teachers or politicians talk directly into the camera. Most people talk to me. So you can talk to me. You don't have to look into You're not running for
I might rather talk to the camera.
Randy and I
I'm
have
only
known.
kidding.
Thank you. Randy and I have known each other.
Since I've been mayor, at least.
Yeah, 15,
And
20 years.
I always tell people this. Father Lou had a wonderful congregation at the Prince of Peace Chapel, and he did a wonderful job there, and he was not shy in calling me and asking me
Never.
for stuff. I mean, it got to the point where when he called, I just said yes. I didn't even know what I was saying yes to, but it made sense because if I went into a story that maybe I can't do it, Father Lou was like, "Of course you can." So whether it was tents, whether it was chairs and tables, whatever it was, and it was always for someone else. It was never for you. It was, I have this group coming, I have this organization coming, I have this event coming. It was never, Randy, I need this. It was, we need this. And I think the closing or the downsizing of the Prince of Peace was a tragedy, especially to the young people at William Patterson, because, and I have to say this, Father, and I know it may get me in trouble, but I think the Catholic Church has a hard time in maintaining their congregation. They don't grasp that you have to change with the times. And Father, you had members of the choir from Straight and Narrow. They were people who were being rehabilitated for their drug or alcohol problems. And they were up there and they were dynamic, they were exciting. You had people from North Haledon and Wayne who would go to the church every Sunday. And they went there for you because you were able to bring them back into the church and let them understand that the church they believe in was the church you preached. A loving, forgiving, we're here together to honor our commitment to God.
Thank you. And this, it's funny. I'm not a humble person, but the reason
No kidding.
The reason I never asked for anything for myself is because I find that humiliating, and I figure I'll work for everything I need. But to ask for others or for charity, no problem. But the focus of what you're saying touches on Pope Francis's philosophy, And in December, he's opening what we call a year of mercy, extraordinary year of grace and mercy. And what you're just describing in my ministry is mercy, and I'm proud of. That I'm proud of, because I was able to, and still am, mingle with whoever. I really, I mean, when I first went to William Patterson, being we're talking about that, I had maybe master's degrees. I don't remember what I had, but I realized in order to be accepted on campus and to be regarded as a colleague, I had to advance academically. So eventually I got my PhD. And boy, did that change. I was invited to teach in different classes, taught sociology, history, art history. And it really got me closer to the academic community as well as the students, because I met a lot of them through the classes. But it's exactly what you're saying. Everyone was welcome. And that's, I think that's the role of the church today, isn't it? To
Yes.
welcome.
And I'll give you an example. In my own church, my parish priest is very rigid. And unfortunately, it's turning off a lot of the young people who say, you're too rigid. Where Father Lou, he fulfilled the doctrines of the church, but you did it in such a way, Father, that you got your point across. You made the people commit the way they were supposed to, but you did it in such a manner that they felt that they were part of something good, and that by, I guess for the lack of a better word, compromising, they realized it was for the greater good.
You know, it's funny. This is supposed to be about you, but you turned it around to make it about me.
Well, no,
which
no.
is,
I
which
turned
is
it.
fine.
I turned it around about you because it's the same thing. I have another priest I'm very close to, Father Mark Giordano from St. John's. You are the two influences in my life that, especially this last year, have kept me on my course that I should be on. As you know, my wife passed away last year. It was a year ago on Monday, and you were gracious enough to be at the event where we remembered her. And it would be very easy for me to be mad at God, and I'm not. And everybody tells me, you know, you're not supposed to understand, you're supposed to just believe. And with people like you and Father Mark, it makes it easier to just believe. Instead of, you know, we're all very intelligent people and we want to see facts. Why I always say this about faith: you believe or you don't. And no matter how much talking I do to you, you believe or you don't.
Right.
And I believe, and in spite of the harshness sometimes that Catholic Church can be, I'm still a practicing Catholic. I've been my whole life. I will be practicing Catholic till I die. Hopefully one day I'll get a better grade than the F I'm getting now.
Maybe D plus.
but it was because of people like you. So when you asked me to be on the show, I had committed to myself that I was going to talk about you and the influence you gave me,
Thank
the
you.
positive influence. Yes, I'm easy to sit here and talk about me. Who cares about me? I'm talking about a man who touched many more lives in a much more positive way.
I appreciate
So
it.
that's why I was talking about you.
And we'll have a second show more about you. How's that?
We don't need a show on me. But I want everyone who sees this to understand that it's easy to be disappointed in God. It's wrong, but it's easy to be. But these situations make you stronger, your faith. And you realize that someday I'll see you again.
Yes.
And all I got to do is make sure I stay on the path correctly, which is very hard. And by talking to you, and because I have a great rapport with you, some people would think I'm a little fresh to you.
No.
Yes, but then after people meet you for a few minutes, they realize you have to be a little fresh to you. Because you say, I'm humble, but yeah, I don't know where that word comes in.
Oh no, I didn't say I was humble. I'm not humble.
What did
I was humbled by by what you said before.
And the fact that you're not
Momentarily.
arrogant or something like that, please, Father, your picture's next to that word in the dictionary, okay? But there's a reason for it, because you have a way of talking to people that connects and touches.
Thank you.
So
Thank
if it's your demeanor where you're a little sassy or whatever, it's all positive.
Good. Thank you.
I think it's all
appreciate
positive.
it.
And when you left up there, I'm sure I'm speaking for many people. It was a tragedy. And I know we all move on. And I know we all have a boss. And I know that boss makes a decision. But sometimes the decisions should be reviewed.
Well, thank you very much. This has been Father Lou Scurti being praised by Randy George, Mayor of North Haven, and we will have another interview, and we're going to talk about the role of the mayor in the politics and the political system of North Haven, New Jersey. I'd like to hear from you, and thank you so much, Randy.
Anytime,
I
Father.
appreciate it. God bless
Anytime.
you. God bless you.
Okay.
This has been Father Louis Scurti with Friends of the Word. We thank you, and let's hear from you. Father Lou Scurti at hotmail.com. God bless you.